Hello friends, today we are going to see the trick to solve differential equation sum. We know this differential equation is the toughest one in our engineering math subject, and personally speaking, for me differential equation is the toughest. In today's video we are going to see the two trick, one which will cover almost 80% type of sum in differential equation and one will be specific only for Cauchy's linear differential equation. Personally speaking, this second trick is super cool. Okay, now let's start with the video. Okay, let's jump directly to the sum. First one, we have this: for the equation x double dash t plus 3x dash of t plus 2x of t equals to 5, the solution xt approaches which of the following values as t tends to infinity, and we have given with this option. First we will see the traditional way, then we will see the tricky way. Okay, so let's start with the solution. Okay, first we will write the equation itself: x double dash of t plus 3x dash of t plus 2x of t equals to 5. We can also write this equation as d square plus 3d plus 2 x of t equals to 5. Now the first step is we have to find whether this equation is of homogeneous or non-homogeneous. So here you can see this is of f of d into xt not equals to 0, so it will be of non-homogeneous. If it was equals to 0, then it will be of homogeneous. Now for non-homogeneous equation, the solution is given as x of t equals to cf plus pi. Okay, so here we want both cf plus pi. So first, to get this cf, what we will do, we will equate this f of d to equals to 0. So what we will get as d square plus 3d plus 2 equals to 0. So if we simplify it, we will get d plus 2 d plus 1 equals to 0. So d will be minus 2 and minus 1. Since the roots here are real and distinct, so the cf will be given as c1 e raised to d1 t plus c2 e raised to d2t. Now instead of these roots, if we get the real and equal root, then we have to write c1 plus c2 e raised to d1t. I hope you know that. Okay, so here we know d1 is minus 2 and d2 is minus 1. So the cf will be c1 e raised to minus 2t plus c2 e raised to minus t. Now we got the cf, now we have to find the pi. For pi, here we can see this q is of form e raised to ax plus b, and here the x is equals to 0 and b equals to 0, and the solution for this will be 1 upon f of d at d equals to a into q. So here 1 upon f of d is d square plus 3d plus 2 at d equals to 0 multiply by q is 5. So here we will get as 5 upon 0 plus 0 plus 2, 5 upon 2, 2.5. Okay, we get pi. So the solution will be x of t equals to cf plus pi. So cf is c1 e raised to minus 2t plus c2 e raised to minus t plus 2.5. Since in this question we are not given with any initial condition, so we can't find value of c1 and c2, so we will leave as it is. So we will get x of t as this, and we have to find the value of x of t at t tends to infinity. So it will be c1 e raised to minus infinity is 0 plus c2 e raised to infinity is 0 plus 2.5. So the value of xt at t tends to infinity will be 2.5. Now we will see the trick such that we can compare this traditional way and this tricky way. Okay, so we have this equation as x double dash of t plus 3x dash of t plus 2x of t equals to 5. And we have to get the solution at t tends to infinity. So the trick is we have to use Laplace transform. Okay, Laplace transform. I know for this EC, EE and IN, this Laplace transform is like a cell in your blood. But for ME, this Laplace transform is not in the syllabus. But if you learn some of the concept of Laplace transform, you will be able to solve almost 80% of the differential equations. Okay, now if we take the Laplace transform of this equation, we will get s square x of s. Since here we don't have any initial condition, so we will assume as 0 plus 3 s x of s plus 2 x of s equals to 5 by s. Okay, now if we take x of s common, we will get s square plus 3s plus 2 equals to 5. Now if we take this term at right hand side, we will get 5 by s square plus 3s plus 2. Okay, now since we have to get the value of x of t at t tends to infinity, so we know this is basically the final value of x of t. Okay, so we can use final value theorem. Final value says x of infinity equals to limit s tends to 0 s x of s. Okay, now the condition to use this final value theorem is that the denominator power should be higher than the numerator, considering this s also, and the second condition is the system should be stable. So here you can see this s square plus 3s plus 2 will give the roots as -2 and -1, and these all are in left hand side, so you can see the system is stable. So you can use the final value theorem. So if we use final value theorem, we will get as limit s tends to 0 s phi of s square plus 3s plus 2, this s will be cancelled. If we put s equals to 0, we will get 0 plus 0 plus 2 phi by 2. Look how easily we get to this solution without wasting our time, and here you can see we have to follow a lot of steps to get this solution. So the best way to solve this type of solution is to use Laplace transform. Okay, now let us see the second sum. There also we will apply the same Laplace transform, and we will see how easily we can get to the solution. So the sum is for the differential equation d square x by dt square plus 6 dx by dt plus 8x equals to 0 with initial condition x of 0 and dx by dt at t equals to 0 is given. The solution is, we have to find the solution and the options are given. So we will use the Laplace transform only. We have this d square x by dt square plus 6 dx by dt plus 8x equals to 0. If we apply Laplace transform, what we will get as s square x of s. Since here initial conditions are there, so we have to take care of that also. So we will write s x of 0 minus x dash of 0 plus 6 s x of s minus x of 0 plus 8 x of s equals to 0. Now if we take x of s common, we will get s square plus 6 plus 8, and from here we have this x of 0 as 1 and x dash of 0 as 0. So we will get minus s, this is 0, and from here we will get minus 6 equals to 0. Now we can rewrite this equation as x of s equals to s plus 6 upon s square plus 6s plus 8. Okay, we can also rewrite this equation as s upon s square plus 6s plus 8 plus 6 upon s square plus 6s plus 8. We will solve this two term individually. Okay, so first for this we can write as s square s plus, by factorization method we can get the two roots as 4 2s are 8, so it will satisfy for s plus 4 and s plus 2. Now for this we have to use partial fraction. Partial fraction will be a upon s plus 4 plus b upon s plus 2. We have to find the a value of a, and a will be basically s upon s plus 2 at s equals to minus 4, so we will get as minus 4 upon minus 4 plus 2, it will be minus 2, it will be 2, right? Now for b, we will hide this and we will put s equals to minus 2 in this equation, so it will be minus 2 upon minus 2 plus 4, it will be 2, minus 2 upon 2, it will be minus 1, so we get b as minus 1. So we can rewrite this equation as 2 upon s plus 4 minus 1 upon s plus 2. So if we take inverse Laplace transform, we will get as 2 e raised to minus 4t minus e raised to minus 2t. Okay. Now for this term 6 upon s plus 4 upon s plus 2. To solve this type of partial fraction, we have direct method. 6 upon 2 minus 4, so it will be minus 2. 1 upon s plus 4 minus 1 upon s plus 2. So what I have done is I have directly subtracted this term from this term. So basically 2 minus 4, it will be minus 2, and then I have just written 1 upon this term minus 1 upon this term. Okay, so what I will get as 6 upon minus 2, it will be minus 3, so I can write as 3 upon s plus 2 minus 3 upon s plus 4, and if we take inverse Laplace transform, we will get 3 e raised to minus 2t minus 3 e raised to minus 4t. So what we get as x of t as 2 e raised to minus 4t minus e raised to minus 2t plus 3 e raised to minus 2t minus 3 e raised to minus 4t. So if we sum up all this, what we'll get 2 and minus 3, so we'll get minus e raised to minus 4t and minus plus 3, so it will be plus 2 e raised to minus 2t. Now we'll check which option satisfies this. 2 minus, okay, so you can see this B option satisfies this, so B option is the correct answer. Now you have seen how differential equation can be solved using Laplace transform, but there is limitation. You cannot apply Laplace transform to all sum. For example, if the sum is, instead of this sum we have this sum, let's say t d square x upon dt square plus 6 dx by dt plus 8x equals to 0. So for this type of sum, you can see this is dependent variable and this is independent variable. Okay, so if in any of the equation, if independent variable is also present as a multiplier, then we won't be able to use the Laplace transform, as we don't have Laplace transform of this thing. Okay, So now let us see the second trick. The sum is, consider the differential equation x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx minus y equals to 0. Which of the following is the solution to this differential equation for x greater than 0? And we have this option. So here you can see this equation, x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx minus y equals to 0. Here what you can observe is this x square d square, x d. So what you can observe is this equation is of Cauchy linear differential equation, and you know how big to solve this Cauchy linear differential equation. But now in this video we are not going to use that traditional way, we are going to use the trick. We know in this sum we have this option also. So the best way to solve Cauchy linear differential equation is to use the option. So we will use the option to get the answer. So basically what we have to do is we have to make LHS equals to RHS. We know this RHS equals to 0, so we have to make LHS equals to 0. So if we use the first option, we have this e raised to x, okay? So and we know this differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x itself. So you can see this two term won't be cancelled if we use e raised to x. So a won't be the option. Now if we use x square, what we'll get? X square, double derivative of x square will be 2, right? X square, then 2x, then 2, right? Now x, this will be 2x minus y is basically x square equals to 0. So we'll say 2x square plus 2x square minus x square. So here you get as 4x square minus x square, it is not equals to 0. So x square won't be the answer. Now let us check with the c. c is 1 by x, x square. No, 1 upon x ka derivative is minus 1 upon x square plus x minus 1 upon x square minus 1 upon x equals to 0. This x got cancelled. X square. For this we will take minus 1 common and we will take x square at numerator side. So we will get x raised to minus 2. So the derivative will be minus 2x raised to minus cube. So basically x cube minus 1 upon x minus 1 upon x equals to 0. So here what we get as x square, x cancel. So here we get 2 upon x minus 2 upon x. So here you can see it is equals to 0. So we can say this C option is the correct answer. So here you can see how these two tricks are very much helpful to solve this differential equation sum. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys.
हेलो दोस्तों, अगर आपको मेरी वीडियो पसंद आ रही हो तो डू लाइक दिस वीडियो, शेयर विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. थैंक यू.